Hey guys, me here today. I'm going to quickly give some reasons why I think Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is probably the best Call of Duty game they've ever made, at least in my opinion, maybe not everybody else's. First of all, the exosuits. I know most people hate the movement, but let's be real. Most of the reason why people hate the movement is because they sucked and they couldn't use it. It was great that you had to shoot, dodge, and jump, and even land, all pretty much at the same time. And let's be honest, most people can't do it. A lot of the reason why the people didn't like it is because, yeah, they weren't good at it, but it was also because most of those people in every other Call of Duty game were snipers or campers, and just they were those boring people that I hate in video games. Advanced Warfare encouraged you to move, which brings me to the next point that made the game really great, is you couldn't really camp. Unless you had a whole team camping with you, camping was almost impossible to do because you could always get around. I could always get to anybody, whether they were camping or not. I could always get to everybody. There was no height somebody couldn't get to. There's nowhere somebody couldn't glitch to get to that I couldn't get there as well in a faster way and be able to dodge your bullets. So yeah, that's another reason why it was great. The guns and variants made it really spectacular. There was a lot of different versions of guns, and there was a lot of free guns as well, and they're still adding content. Let's be real here. No other developer has done that ever with Call of Duty. At the end of October every year, the developer that published the last game is no longer contractually obligated to do anything with the game. So that means when October 31st rolled around, Sledgehammer didn't have to do anything anymore with their Call of Duty, and they still do. Treyarch doesn't do that. Infinity Ward doesn't do that. Sledgehammer is still doing things for the fans. Now, a lot of people go, well, you couldn't get those really good guns unless you bought supply drops. That's a lie. That's a big lie. I've bought a lot of supply drops. I've had, a few. But what the guns I mainly use, the S12 Whirlwind, the MP11 Goliath, and the KF5, the royalty version of it, I got those without purchasing supply drops. It's just random. You can get better guns if you buy more supply drops because you have better odds. It's just like gambling. You had better odds doesn't mean you're going to get better guns all the time. I got wicked sweet guns that I use a lot, and I got those without purchasing supply drops. I just got them from doing supply drop challenges, playing it for the 40 minutes or whatever the heck it is worth of game time. I got a lot of those variants without buying them. So, again, people's information is wrong. Then people say, well, there's always an overpowered gun. The bow was overpowered. Let's be real here. Every Call of Duty game has an overpowered gun. MW2 had the intervention in the Spaz. Black Ops 3, I think, had the Weevil up until recently. Every Call of Duty has an overpowered gun. Also, statistically, you can actually go back. You can Google every single Call of Duty's game, every game, and read notes and comments that people have made and that the developers have made within the first 24 to 72 hours of the game's launch. And actually, Advanced Warfare had the fewest amount of problems at launch than any Call of Duty game has had since, I believe it was since the first Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. Black Ops 3 has been out for how many months now? They even had a beta, and they're still having issues that they've had since day one, i.e. spawns. It's a crap game. I'm sorry. It's got a lot of potential, and I know a lot of people like it, but it's crap. It's the same old tired stuff with Destiny jumping and crappy coded wall running that they took from Titanfall. Black Ops 3 has a lot of... it could do well, but in my opinion, it's not that great of a game. It looks like it's cosmetically looks like it's designed for kids, and it doesn't have that feel. The maps are too small for the movement system, which makes spawn dying so huge that more than double my deaths and a lot of people's deaths are because they've died within 3 seconds off the spawn. Yeah. Advanced Warfare didn't really have that many spawn issues. It did, occasionally, but it didn't have that amount of it. And let's see, what else made it great? Exo Survival, they brought that back from MW3, which they did as well. Because if you remember, Infinity Ward lost, the big exodus between Jason West and Vince Zampella, the only big name that they had left was Robert Bowling, and he left after Activision threw him under the bus. Because if you remember, MW3 was a god-awful mess for the first 4 months until Sledgehammer came in and basically fixed the damn game. Because, let's be real, that game was terrible when it first launched, and it was my favorite game up until Advanced Warfare. So anyways, they brought in Exo Survival, which was kind of cool, a little fun, but, nothing that great. I like the Chaos mode from MW3. I wish they would have brought that over, but they didn't. Cool. The other game mode that they brought in that was great was Exo Zombies. Yeah, it didn't have, the in-depthness of regular zombies, but it was better than Black Ops 2 zombies, in my opinion. And Exo Zombies was actually, in my opinion, more challenging with the movement systems and that kind of thing. But that was great. The fact that you could customize score streaks, again, tremendous idea. It makes for so many different variations. I hate running into somebody that runs pretty much the exact same thing that I'm running, especially when I run into them so frequently. With the create a class and then the customizable score streaks, the chances of you running into somebody else running the same thing that you are, not so much. So that was another reason why the game was so great. They were very fan appreciated and community involved. I was one person, and I can't really talk too much about it. And I know there was a lot of other people, and some people that are on my friends list that I play with were also in this situation where we got interviewed in order to help improve the game and what our take was on the game and Call of Duty in general. They actually care about their fans. Where it doesn't seem, for so many years now, we've been screaming that the next Treyarch game needs to be a World War II game. What do they give us? Futuristic. And we've been screaming for another Modern Warfare or a remake, and it looks like Infinity Ward's going to give us Ghost 2. Which, dumb idea. They're going to lose so much money. But that's another discussion. There were so many reasons why Advanced Warfare was great, and a lot of people hated it because they were bad at it. Point blank, that's what it is. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for it, but let me see your statistics. My stats are actually better in Advanced Warfare than every other one. But most people that hated the game was the kind of Call of Duty player in every other Call of Duty that camped or sniped. Very boring. Whoopee, I can stand halfway across the map and pull the trigger once. There's no skill in that, I'm sorry. You get no points, really. I mean, I get more points dying 30 times and getting 10 kills in domination than you do in Team Deathmatch going 50-0. So, I mean, there's nothing really all that impressive about it. Yeah, there were so many things with the game that just made it great. Even the game modes, like they tried something like Momentum, I thought that was a great idea. Uplink was a little funky, but it was kind of fun occasionally. But there was so much to the game that made it great that nobody really seems to take credit for, or nobody seems to want to give credit for, sorry. I want to see an Advanced Warfare 2. I mean, Black Ops 3 isn't that great. It's got too many problems. It's got potential, but it's got a lot of problems. Ghost was just god-awful in every way. Black Ops 2, for half the game's lifespan, it had the same issues that Black Ops 3 is having right now. It wasn't that great of a game, in my opinion. The Zombies mode sucked. The only worthwhile map, while their Nuketown was pretty good, but Mob of the Dead was like the only good thing about it. So the last great Call of Duty game that we had was Modern Warfare 3, in my opinion, and then the next one after that was Advanced Warfare. And I think, in my opinion, I've been let down from Black Ops 3, and if it's going to be Ghost 2, I'm going to be let down from that as well. So, in my opinion, it's going to be Sledgehammer again that's going to have to pick it up. So, Advanced Warfare was great. Shut the hell up. I don't care if you don't like it. It was a great game, and I pointed out the reasons why I thought it was a great game. Just my opinion. Hate me if you want.